The RX 9070 XT also melted, and Radeon is no exception when it comes to the recent wave of GPU overheating controversies shaking the gaming and PC hardware world. For years, graphics card manufacturers have promised uncompromising power, cutting-edge performance, and next-generation gaming capabilities. But with great power also comes the unshakable challenge of managing heat, efficiency, and reliability. The story of the RX 9070 XT melting is not just about one isolated case. It represents a growing concern within the enthusiast community that GPU design, cooling solutions, and power delivery systems may be hitting limits that manufacturers are still struggling to handle effectively. Welcome to my channel Tech Launch. Subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon for the new tech updates. Radeon, often marketed as the alternative to NVIDIA, has long been praised for bringing competitive pricing, raw performance, and innovative memory designs to the table. But this incident proves that even AMD's flagship GPUs are not immune to serious thermal issues. When reports first surfaced of the RX 9070 XT melting, many dismissed it as an exaggerated claim or a one-off defective card. However, as more users across forums, Reddit threads, and social media began to share similar experiences, it became clear that the issue was not isolated. Enthusiasts who had just upgraded to the RX 9070 XT, eager to enjoy 4K gaming, ray tracing, and high frame rates, suddenly found themselves with a card that ran dangerously hot. Some described hearing strange popping noises before their systems powered off, only to discover that the GPU's connectors and VRM components were scorched. Others noticed strange smells of burning plastic or metal before realizing that the card was physically damaged. These experiences echo the earlier NVIDIA RTX 4090 melting adapter scandal, where faulty 12 VHP-WR connectors caused GPUs to overheat and melt. But in Radeon's case, the RX 9070 XT highlights that no manufacturer is safe when cutting-edge performance pushes hardware to its thermal brink. The root cause of the RX 9070 XT melting is still a topic of hot debate. Some believe it's an issue with the card's power delivery system, particularly when paired with high-wattage power supplies that can stress connectors and VRMs. Others point to poor factory quality control, suggesting that not all cards shipped with adequate cooling pads, properly applied thermal paste, or sufficiently sturdy PCBs. AMD's board partners, who produce custom versions of the RX 9070 XT, are also under scrutiny. Brands like Sapphire, PowerColor, XFX, and Asus may have taken different approaches to cooling design, meaning some models are more prone to overheating than others. Whatever the cause, the reality is that buyers investing over $1,000 in a premium GPU expect reliability, and the sight of a melted card is simply unacceptable in this era of advanced engineering. This controversy has reignited discussions about how much performance gamers truly need versus how much power and heat GPUs should reasonably consume. The RX 9070 XT, like its predecessors, was marketed as the ultimate enthusiast card capable of pushing extreme resolutions and graphical fidelity, but it also draws massive amounts of power. As GPUs inch closer to consuming 500 watts or more under load, the limits of existing cooling technologies become apparent. Even triple-fan air coolers and liquid cooling solutions can only go so far in maintaining safe operating temperatures, especially in cramped PC cases or warm environments. This leaves users questioning whether chasing ultra-high frame rates at 4K or 8K is worth the risks of dealing with unstable